Capricorn, what's up? I'm Katie, welcome to the channel, and this is your June reading. So I'm going to start off with an affirmation card that's kind of the overall theme for the reading, okay? What does Capricorn need to know? I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. Okay, this is interesting. I'm curious to break down a little bit more about what you're fearing and what you love. Maybe you're fearing love, actually. Okay, let's see what... Okay. Okay, let's start off with this. All right, so you've got the dust devil, which is moving out of stagnation. I definitely think this is referring to the habits. What habits do you currently have that are making you feel stuck or making your life feel, not mundane, that's not the right word, but feel like, what's the word? Just making you feel like, well, kind of dusty, like gray. That's the word. Yeah, what habits are making you feel like it's just the same day over and over again, groundhogs? We have to address those habits, right? We've got benefactor, which is grace and generosity. I feel like as you're analyzing, your habitual state, what habits you have, there needs to be a certain level of grace and gratitude and also forgiveness that it's okay. We all kind of fall into like a funk or whatever, right? The beauty is when we're able to see that we've gotten there and having the strength, the self-discipline, and the commitment to get ourselves out of it. All right. I definitely feel like there's someone or something that's going to kind of help you with this. I don't know if you're with somebody like in a partnership or a marriage or a relationship, and what you guys do together, like the habits that you've built together maybe are a little stagnant and just not serving you. There's definitely, for some of you, you fall into that category. For others of you, okay, this is you, and this one is actually like your spirit guides or the universal energy, whatever, God, whatever it is that you believe in. And now is a time to really connect with that in a way that you haven't before. Yes, in a way that you have not before. Okay. So it's now time for new beginnings. Okay. We have Moon Maiden. It is a time for you to really make some changes, which is awesome. Okay. Empty will, time for replenishment. As you're moving through this change, I think it's really important for you guys to establish who you're wanting to be in the future, who you feel like you are now, and what is true to you. Really establishing your value system, because that's what's going to help with this new beginning. You're having this new beginning because you've been in this stagnation, and it's a beautiful, beautiful time for you to replenish your soul by reestablishing your value system, and recommitting to yourself. What are you recommitting? Self-love, self-care, all of those habits that really serve you, that really fill you up and make you energetically available, if that makes sense. It's an interesting way of putting it, but that's what came. All right, let's do another row. Okay, Capricorn. I love this new beginnings though and replenishment, because those go so beautifully hand in hand with each other, I think, energetically wise. Okay. Woohoo! Okay, well. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if this is the order they all fell out in, but we're going with it. Okay, so we have Watchers. So this is kind of coming along with this card, right? So this is whatever your belief system is, whether it's God, spirit guides, universal energy, that's this source right here. And it's able to see the entire landscape, which it's also the source here, right? That's why I picked up that card. But I guess we don't need that visual. But that universal energy is able to see the whole landscape and see your entire life, your path, the entire world, the universe, all of that, right? Like it has an understanding of that landscape that you don't have. And so right now, it is important for you to connect to that source in whatever way you do, whether that's through meditation, through being in nature, journaling, only you know how to make that connection strong, okay? It's also tight with this time of replenishment. You also got me talks, repairing body, mind, and spirit. And I think that this is the step that gets you here, that gets you connected, right? Is finding, again, those habits that are making you feel love for yourself and that you are taking care of yourself. Because, I mean, it's a sad concept, but no one's going to take care of us the way we want to be taken care of, right? Like no other person. But we are able to take care of our needs and we are able to provide what we need. The hard part is having the understanding of what that even looks like and really being able to explore ourselves and being able to explore what feels good and what doesn't feel good, right? And I think this is super beautiful coming back to this card. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. Right now, I think there is this call for you to be able to connect to yourself on a deeper level, to gain an understanding of who you are as a human being and as a spiritual being on a different level, doing that in a different capacity, okay? And when you're able to do that, you have limitless possibilities, stars in the sky, right? I absolutely love this one because I just love that they're like harnessing down energy from the stars as they're meditating, and they themselves are even like this energetic being. I think it's super hopeful. And then of course the endless possibilities is just so beautiful. And I do believe that we have endless possibilities when we have an understanding of who we are and what we need, and also have that connection to a higher source of energy, right? There also needs to be repairing the veil, so forgiveness. And I feel like it's forgiving yourself. We all fluctuate back and forth between living in fear and living in love. And you need to forgive yourself for living in fear and have, without a shadow of a doubt, the knowing that you can repair this, that you can repair yourself, because you're able to do that when you align mind, body, and spirit. That's what's going to sew you back up and make you repaired and make you fixed. Oh, I hate fixed because none of us are broken, but make you better than you are, right? Wherever you are, whether you feel like you're broken, okay, if you feel like you're in a state where you're broken, understand that you're not, that you have the capacity to love yourself and repair yourself, okay? I think that's what that card was really trying to get at. You do need to understand, so this is overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. This could be an emotional experience for you. You could be crying just like the houses are, right? But the reason you have that experience is because you're down here having a human experience, right? And a lot of emotion comes when you have the connection between a human experience and a spiritual experience, and being able to experience both of those. Experience way too much. But it can be overwhelming, and it is going to feel a little bit of heavy at times, but that's okay. You've got to let that energy kind of move through you, right? You have to let the fear move through you so that you can get to a place where you can hold space for the love. Remember that this is, okay, so we have last three cards I feel like are very task-oriented. So we have hollow bone, teachability. Take this as an opportunity for you to learn more. about yourself, about what makes you tick, what turns you on, what gets you going, what lights you up. And whatever those things are, whatever you discover, dive into those and learn as much about them as you can. Okay, whether it's like a project or a topic, or it's some sort of activity or a hobby, whatever is sparking that joy for you and getting you out of that state of fear and into that state of love, follow that path. Okay, this is a horn, but it also looks like a path here, right? So you've got to find what that path is and be all in and dedicate yourself to that path, right? And I'm not saying that like it has to be like a big career change, or like, you know, it can be little things like just a hobby that you've always wanted to try. You know, like last year I took up skateboarding and it's awesome and I love it. And it could be something as simple as that, trying something that you have never tried before and diving all into it and exploring it, right? You do have the resources that you need to go through this process. I do think, Source, you have been kind of doubting is the word that comes to me, that the universal energy, spirit guides, whatever that light source is for you, that light source has your back. And so it's kind of been hidden behind this cactus. And because you've had that mindset, you've developed the spikes and are kind of keeping things away from you. And so when you're able to come and accept this light and co-create with this light, that's when the spikes are going to go away and you're going to be able to receive more. Because you do have it there, but you've just kind of you've blocked yourself with the thorns, and you're kind of, you know, pushing people and things away. And it's time to stop doing that. It's time to have that faith in yourself and in Source, okay? Again, whatever Source looks like for you. And then you have the eye of the needle, intentionality. Like when you are finding this pathway to love, these habits that bring you out of fear and into love, be intentional about those things. I'm going to use a skateboard reference again. Oftentimes I'll go in the morning because it gets hot in the summer. And so I make a point, I have an intention of going out in the morning and skateboarding because it's fun. And it's a great way to start my day off before I have to get, you know, busy with all of my adulting responsibilities. Okay. So make sure you do that. Once you've identified those things that spark you up, be intentional about them and turn them into a habit, again, because it's all about breaking the habit of fear and turning that into the habit of love. Okay. I want to do either one or two more cards to just kind of wrap this up. Yes. Magician's sword, confidence in your magic. Again, like I feel like we've got this two side, right? Where we've got the spiritual side and your spirit team or God, whatever. And then we've got this side of you that's kind of representative of you. But I feel like this is like spiritual experience, human experience, right? And you've got to come to it with both eyes and both appreciation for both, right? And so as you're going through this process where you're coming from fear to love, remember that you've got this mighty sword that's going to help you through this process. And remember that because of that, you have everything. You have everything that you need in order to make this shift. Okay? I want to keep this up as I read your affirmation card. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. Anytime you feel like you are falling into, oh, wait a second. Oh, I thought that was like a sword there. I was like, okay. But anytime you feel like you're falling into the habit of fear, I want you to remember your sword. Picture your sword, and it holds all of the magic within you, all of your past experiences, all of your knowledge, all of your expertise, all of the emotions that you've had leading up to this, which make us strong. It's your power, it's your magic. And so remember that everything that you hold inside of you is what's going to help you get to the habit of love. Oh, that feels so good. I love that. Okay, Capricorn, you know I love you. Please like and subscribe if this was helpful and you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you next time.